We've introduced you before to undocumented workers on Vermont farms, but they've all been men. Tonight, for the first time, you'll hear from undocumented women.
Reporter Ike Ben-David and producer Daniela Fierro learns more about the challenges these women face working and living on Vermont farms that men do not.
We got an opportunity to sit down with two undocumented migrant workers about how their life has changed during the pandemic and issues they face. But what we could shoot with our cameras and show you was restricted, like their daily life. At 27 years old, Yadira, like most Vermonters, takes time to enjoy her garden and her chickens. Yadira is one of thousands of undocumented migrants who call Vermont home.
I came to Vermont, well, to follow my family.
We sat down with Yadira at her home she shares with her partner and kids. She no longer works here on the farm, but her partner does. Yadira says before the pandemic, life was as normal as it could be for an undocumented migrant working on a farm in the Northeast Kingdom. Then, she needed to undergo emergency surgery.
Tomorrow,
the next day, it's going to look really bad.
Because people would say, oh no, news likes to exaggerate, but no.
That's when she first realized COVID-19 was a serious threat.
I kind of already knew because we watched TV, but we didn't think it was going to be something as big as it then became.
Like everyone else, we knew it was coming from a country far, far away, and we thought it would never reach here.
We also sat down with 26-year-old Olga Patricia at her home in Lamoille County, putting on her boots to start a day of work on the farm.
We work the same. Nothing has changed.
She's an undocumented migrant farm worker too.
I milk cows 3.5 hours and 1.5 hours of cleaning, with all the mess that cows leave behind, and 1.5 hours to clean everything.
According to Migrant Justice, about 20% of Vermont dairy farms are a part of their Milk with Dignity program, a program that helps ensure rights for farm workers.
Milk with Dignity right now is covering about 260 farm workers in the state, and 40 to 50 of them are women.
Working on a farm is a tough life, long hours and difficult conditions, but the women are facing challenges the men aren't, including gender discrimination.
For me, it was a lot harder to get a job.
El sueldo se le paga menos a una mujer.
And then they pay a lot less for a woman than a man, because in their crazy mind they think that a man should be making more than a woman, and that women can't do the heavy work like a man.
Trabajo pesado que el hombre.
Migrant Justice says it's common for women to face discrimination on Vermont farms.
Women will come looking for work and they won't be able to find it, or the work that they'll find doesn't pay as much, or they don't get the same hours as their male co-workers.
Every time we do a job, we have to defend ourselves more.
And just like the men they work beside, Yadira and Olga are here to send money home to Mexico to help their families while providing for their kids that they are raising in Vermont.
For us, it's more complicated, because for us, we have a family to maintain here, and then maintain a family back in the country where we come from.
All while worrying about their aging parents.
In Mexico, the pandemic isn't the only thing that's affecting us. It's also our parents, because they're older adults and they get sick.
Olga continues her hard work as a farmhand, and Yadira is now running a small business selling her homemade food. For now, they are too afraid to leave their farms, but hope that changes when the pandemic is over. In the studio, Ike Ben-David, Channel 3 News.